morning and welcome to an all new video, which is a very weird concept. A day where I decide to speak nothing. You heard that right, not even a word, not even speaking to my own self. I will have to keep my mouth shut. So I woke up at around 8:15 this day. I have a holiday today, and which is why I've chosen this day. So it'll be slightly easier for me because I can't do this thing when I go to the hospital and classes. This is going to be tough, but the whole idea of this video is to just be with my thoughts, observe them and understand myself better. The morning was pretty chill because it's something that I do on a usual basis. I do not really speak to a lot of people and try to be silent during my mornings. That's solely because it promotes mindfulness, reduces a little bit of stress, and during my mornings I even try not to use my phone or to listen to any loud music and stuff, because that also increases a little bit of stress and anxiety levels in your body. I read my book, finished my meditation and gave nice 30 to 45 minutes to just be with myself without any distractions or thoughts. Since this was getting a little too difficult for me, I decided to finish up a few chores alongside, like washing my utensils, washing a few of my clothes, so that I feel a little bit distracted. Post this, I went for shower. Decided to wash my hair today since it's a chutti day and that's a ritual that I follow every week. By this time, I was facing a substantial difficulty because I was feeling a crisis-like situation and I really wanted to speak to at least someone. Another big crisis situation right now in my life is Delhi's heat. To tackle that, I'm using this sunscreen as my first layer to protect my skin as well as to hydrate it. Introducing you to Plum Cica and Hyaluronic Acid Aqua Light Sunscreen. It has an SPF 50 with PA 3 positive and gives a broad spectrum protection. It's easily blendable and leaves no white cast and hydrates my skin. It also has UVA UVB filters which are safe to use and cause less irritation. Not only this, the product is completely cruelty free and has no harmful chemicals. If you do want to get your hands on this amazing sunscreen, do check out the link in the description. Following this up with a quick lip gloss, and I'm applying a claw clip to my hair because they become really unmanageable, especially when I study with the fan on in the room. It's difficult. Post this, I decided to sit down to study. As you know, currently I'm studying obs and gynae. Gynae was a subject that I finished up in my third year, and currently I'm trying to finish up obs as soon as possible because I have my elective going on currently. So that's the target. On this day, I also decided to reduce all the background noises that are in my life, but they don't really make a lot of sense. For example, any show that I'm watching while having my food, or any song or podcast that I'm passively listening to without even having my attention over it. Of course, this does not count my marrow videos because that's a necessity. And here came the difficult part. So I had placed my breakfast order with Zomato, and the difficult part was to actually go to the delivery boy, not talk to him and take the order. So I gestured him that I have a sore throat and I showed him my phone to confirm the order and got my order. While recording this video, I completely forgot that I'll be doing a voiceover in the edit. So I decided to use this blackboard sort of thing to give you a little tidbit here and there of what am I doing exactly. So I got my breakfast from Chayo's, which is my staple breakfast place. I ordered this desi chai along with some chana chaat. Socha to tha that I wouldn't watch anything in the background, but I eventually ended up watching Shark Tank along with having my breakfast because I was feeling way too different, because I would not speak, I would not, I couldn't even exclaim to myself. There was a point when I was about to say oh, and then I realized that okay, even I cannot speak that. Post this, I got back to study, and I had it somewhere in the back of my mind that staying quiet would lead me to be much more productive on this day. And honestly, that sort of came true because the targets that I had for my studies, especially for the entire day, since I started my day also a little earlier, my targets got done within the first half of the day only. So by around 2:30 p.m. I was almost done with everything that I wanted to study during the day. I had planned to read and watch like 4 or 5 videos from Gynae from Marrow, and I almost got done with that. The next task of the day was a little boring, but I anyway had to finish it. So I am filling up my logbook for my electives, and since tomorrow is my last day of the elective, I have to finish this logbook completely by today and get it submitted and signed by our teachers and professors. So this is something that has to be filled on a daily basis, so I tried my best to fill it in day by day, but there were a few things that I had to add up and the few last days that I couldn't really enter it, so I just finished this thing up. The next most important and one of my favorite tasks for the day is to brainstorm content. So I was shooting this video around the 29th of March, which was Good Friday, and I had to plan my content for the next couple of months, which is April and May, especially the long form content that I create. I like to plan it well before in time, especially since the time final year has started. I have decided to plan it quite nicely so that I know when do I have to shoot, when do I have to edit, and I manage my chutti days also accordingly, and that's how I'm shooting this video today. And by this time my lunch was here, so I applied the same trick on this delivery person and got my lunch order. And now a lot of people in the comments these days ask me about how did you start your YouTube channel and what would you advise someone who's just starting out, where did you learn all of this, making your thumbnails, editing your videos and this that. So honestly, I did not know anything. I struggled a lot, and if you go back to watch my previous videos, you'll know how much, like how bad was I would say, but I was in the learning phase. I have learned a lot, and anybody who's starting out has to go through that learning phase to actually come out and emerge as a beautiful, amazing creator. And honestly, I'm still learning. I learn each day. There are a lot of things that I screw up each day, be it related to content or studies or just my personal life, managing my finances. I do commit a lot of mistakes. At this point, actually, I was about to speak something and then I realized that no, I don't have to. And post this, I had my yoga class. So it was scheduled to be a Yog Nidra class, but due to some reasons it got changed to another form of a meditative class. So this entire week of doing yoga, our yoga teacher has made us focus on our sacral chakra, which is the Swadhisthana chakra. All that I've learned about this chakra is that it obviously lies in the sacral region. Along with that, it's related to the water element of the body, and its Bij mantra is Vam. So you chant Vam to meditate on it or activated. This week we've done a lot of hip opening exercises, which gives a direct burn or impact on the lower back region and the inner thighs. And honestly, whenever our yoga teacher used to show us some posture or asan in the video, I was always like, oh my god, I won't be able to do this. But this week I've actually realized my body's potential, and I've known that, oh my god, my body is capable of so much more than I think of it. I've used my books as yoga blocks, and all of this entire process of the entire week I think has worked beautifully for me. After doing my yoga, I honestly feel a little slowed down, but I wanted to solve a few MCQs, of course NEET PG pattern, so I decided to do a quick workout of solving these questions. I solved like 35-40 questions very quickly, and then I was back to brainstorming content. Now when I brainstorm content, I also watch a lot of content so that I get ideas. Iske baad I got a call from mama, and then I cut her call and I texted her that okay, I can't talk to you, I am filming something, and I didn't tell her obviously what am I filming. I hope she likes seeing this video, but yeah, at that point I was feeling like talking to her so much because subah se I had just not spoken, and by this time I was also realizing the importance of, you know, speaking to someone, of just letting things out of you, of just venting out stuff. I mean, of course, being quiet for some time might help you to get, you know, some sort of composure, to get a perspective of what are you feeling and all of that. But I feel I have also realized the importance of just talking to someone, venting your feelings out, just telling them what all has happened to you throughout the day, it just makes you feel so much better. By now I had genuinely used so much screen throughout the day for my studying, for my content, that I decided to use thode se refreshing eye drops to just lubricate my eyes because they felt dry. And then was time for my nighttime skincare routine, which currently I'm very inconsistent with, but I try to do it whenever I get my own sweet time to do it. Winding up this day, I was pretty happy with the progress that I made today. I was almost done with all of the tasks that I had planned for my day, and recently I've also got back to journaling, which I missed out on for the last couple of months, maybe because of my exams and I was too occupied. Then I did my to-do list thing for the next day, and this is just a bit of talwa massage, if that's what I should call it. So this is also something that my yoga teacher has advised me to put a little bit of ghee on my talwe every night before I sleep. So I try to do this. मुझे इसका exact benefit नहीं पता है, so please don't ask me. And yes, that was about this day. I hope you enjoyed this small, nice, beautiful and a very weird day in my life. And I just wanted to mention in the end credits of this video that the complete idea of making this video was given to me by my sister Pihu, who's in 6th standard. So yeah, take that into consideration. She gives beautiful ideas. Okay, bye.